There we go. Thanks for joining us, guys. So we have had some interesting technical issues recently. So if you have watched my Road to Mythic Part 1, we were like high gold. We're now in Plat Tier 2. We did have footage. We've lost it all. And we've had some interesting technical problems recently, so we're looking at trying to move forward from those now and get things back on track for this. There's only 15 days left, but we'll push through to hit Mythic, and then next season I'll be using a bit more of a better redundancy option so that we can kind of go from there. So we won't worry about that quest too much. We're going to dive straight into it with some Merfolk. I've been really enjoying this Merfolk deck lately, having a lot more success about it, and I'll be posting the deck list there in the description. Bear with me. So I'm just making a note to make sure I actually do that. Because I'm terrible at remembering to do things like that. We can work with this hand. Okay. So we'll go with our forest to start with. Let's just go ahead and reveal a Merfolk. Mist-Cloaked Herald. That won't hurt us any. Go into a Deeproot Waters next turn, and then follow it up. Depending what's happening, maybe a Tyrant and Herald. Bring us up to what, 5? Yeah, 5, so if we don't swing, we've got some options. Rat colonies. Disgusting. Let's go with a Deeproot Elite, actually. And we're not going to play the Mist-Cloaked Herald just yet, because what we'll look at doing is going into Deeproot Wars and Mist-Cloaked next turn, so that we can buff some things up to get through these rat colonies. Okay, so he's not going to swing yet, which is fine. Let's buff him. Let's buff him. We won't swing with anything just yet. Okay, so it doesn't just have rat colonies. Okay, so it's going to be a black aggro deck by the looks of things, which is fine. He's going to be playing lots of cheap creatures and cycling things like his skeleton back into his hand wherever he can. So we'll play this. Let's buff him again. And we'll buff him again. Okay, so we'll swing with everything. Okay. So let's see what he does here. Good old Falgaza. I'm probably butchering that name. Okay. So, with us having missed so many episodes, we are probably going to go ahead and do a couple extra. So try to aim for like 2 a day, something on those lines. So we'll do that block combination, so we can keep our Tempest Caller alive, but still get rid of one of those rats. Get rid of those two. Tyrant's a lot more valuable for us. So we want to put him in a position where the skeleton is not going to be able to kill anything. So anything we swing with, the skeleton will be what dies. And obviously he can bring his skeleton back out. He's getting the value from denying the damage. However, he's not going to be reducing our bot. So we've got this next turn. It would take a huge shift on things for us to not win this. Yeah. It's not certainly a huge swing, but it definitely slows our tempo and boosts his. Which is something we're super aware of. Okay. I think our audio's quite down. Okay, not too useful there. That's fun. It's got 3 blockers. If he blocks our hardest hitters, we should still have enough to get him. Yeah. Even blocking our hardest hitters, we'll still have enough damage to win. Cool, so we can call that a GG. Call that a win. So that puts us at 1 win so far. Cool, that gets us to Plat tier 1. Take that gold. Definitely a step in the right direction there. So we want to aim for at least 1 tier up per episode, where we can. Some of these episodes will be only, 5 or so games long, some might be 10 or 15. Not an ideal hand. Got Thickest Plan turn 3, but nothing before then. No mixed mana. That's much better. Excuse me. So we can go into a Mist-Cloaked Herald, to a Branchwalker, over to Deeproot Waters, into Jungleborn Pioneer, with the mana we have. We don't need anything extra. And reversing another Merfolk. That could be interesting. We'll keep a hold of that. Depends how they're playing Merfolk to how we're going to have to act here. Choose to buff that, okay. That's interesting. Fair enough. Swing with everything, because unless he wants stuff to die, he's not going to be able to stop that. Want to go Pioneer next turn, or Biomancer plus Mist-Cloaked Herald? Okay. With this as well, we need to bear in mind, any turn you're not attacking or blocking with a creature, you have wasted that creature. It exists for you to use it. Let's just go as big as we can, and then we can get our Tyrant out. So then we can start tapping things to do things. Alright, let's see if he'll kill off his Guild Mage, or... Nope, cool. Okay, does he have more than one thing to play? Okay. 3 mana was a lot to... 2 mana is still a lot to pay for a single 1/1 token. And I can't block that, and that's great and all, but so now we'll tap our tokens, tap him, and tap him. Get rid of her. Swing with everything. He won't have lethal next turn. He's got 9, he's not far off it, he's only 4 damage off. Honestly, a Mistbinder would actually give him lethal here. We probably should have held on to something. There it is. Alright, we just threw that. That was on me for being too aggressive when we didn't have lethal. We should have held out for a turn. So, that happens. We overstretch ourselves, we get a bit confident. No shame in that at all. But we'll dive straight back into another match. See if we can get something where we can make us show some good habits, rather than these ones we've had so far. If anything I do doesn't make sense, do throw it in the chat. I'm very happy to take criticism. Even though it's not mixed mana, we'll take it. We've got stuff to do with our first turns. Alright, so you don't really want that blue mana, just because we don't really have a use for it. Green mana would be ideal, a forest, but perfect. So we play our River Snake here a bit. Next time we can play Kumena Speaker, plus we can adapt our Biomancer there. Should be really good. That'll give us a swing of 4. Actually, we'll play Deeproot Waters instead. That's going to combo up better next turn, because Kumena Speaker will trigger Deeproot Waters, and we'll end up with 5 damage instead of 4. Oh, he's got no mana. Oh, yeah, you're running a 100 card deck. Like, that's going to have problems on draw. Ah, he's playing a gate deck. Yeah, definitely not surprising. Okay. Play him, that triggers again. We'll adapt him. See what options we get. Yeah, I want the Branchwalker over that actually at this point, because play Branchwalker next turn, we get 8 damage, so we're 4 off lethal at that point. Nice. Oh, he's not going to go with it. That's interesting. So he's got either other stuff he really wants to play, or he really wants to draw that land instead. Alright, let's swing with this. So this is going to be a pretty smooth sweep. So that'll give us 2 wins and 1 loss so far. And we're going to push through for at least 5 games this episode, maybe a couple extra. Depending on how things go. So, definitely guys, whether you're watching me live on Twitch right now, use the chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube later, please do use the comment section. Ask, you know, why did we do X? Why do we have X in a deck? Why are we playing a deck? You know, absolutely any question you can think of, I'm more than happy to address. Oh good, I was really worried he was going to have 4 mana, including a blue there, just because the concern then would be a sell the wreckage. Alright, cool. But he doesn't have the mana for that, so we know we've got this in the bag, fine. Awesome. So that's our first step through Platinum 1 now. Bit of extra gold. Yeah, that's almost a perfect hand. I'd rather have a Deeproot Waters in there, maybe. I'd want to go maybe a Deeproot Waters rather than a Herald, and maybe one of those islands for a Mistweaver. Is that what I'm thinking of? My coffee clearly has not kicked off strong enough in yet. I am doing this at, it's only 10:30 at night. We'll probably be going with this until 11:30ish, and then there'll be little things like editing stuff to do, so this probably won't go live tonight, rather tomorrow morning. Hit with that this time. Being flooded is never any fun. Cool, doesn't have vigilance. But he does have enough for a sale of the wreckage, which is mildly concerning by itself. Let's just swing with him. It's worst case, on his turn, I can just tap all those guys to draw a card or something. We can still gain value out of them being on the board. Yeah, we can't block with that, that's fine. So we'll tap these guys and draw a card so that we still gain value. Not much, but hey, at least it gets the land into our hand now, so our next draw can be profitable. You'd think. Alright, so we'll just hit again. I should swing with these two. See if they can pay sell the wreckage out. Probably shouldn't be, we don't have anything to really replenish the board with. But let's see. Yep. That's fine. We'll grab some forests out. So we've already got blue mana in our hand. I thought that's what he was sitting on. It was tempting to keep trying to force him to hold his mana. That's fun. That's real fun. At least he exiled those, so we'll just be getting rid of a river snake. And he's got nothing in his, so that's fine as well. Cool. This actually works out for us pretty well in this sense. He's going to produce more draws for us, which gains us additional value there. From that, not much value, but value, I guess. River Snake's not going to be that useful for him either. He's probably going to swing again. He seems keen to get us low. Ah, he's going to get his 4/4 angel from that. Those things have vigilance from memory. Yep, flying vigilance. Cool. Actually, we have a solution to that. Board damage still more than 3, but we are kind of falling behind. Okay, we're starting to get something that resembles a board again. Keep that in our library. Play that next turn. We just kind of want to put them in a position where they have to defend, or they feel like they're going to lose, but they're that close to winning. So that's unlikely. This will be 2 wins, 2 losses. Definitely not our best game. Nice. Double nice. Cool. What's he playing at? Okay. So I really don't expect him to, because he's won this turn. Alright, that puts us 2 up, 2 down. At least we got into Platinum Tier 1. So we'll push another match, we'll see how that goes, and then we'll see if that's where we're going to cut this episode short, or if we're going to push it further, and kind of go from there. I'm thinking with a run like this, we might take 10, and then maybe change up decks even, for what we're doing. That's a nice opening hand. You can go Herald to Elite to Tyrant. That's a really smooth, nice stepping stone there. Sorry, I cut myself off, but I didn't think you guys want to hear me coughing there. So play a Deeproot. We'll swing. Got Tyrant out next turn and we'll buff the Deeproot to be a 2-2 so that he can actually do things. No such luck. Probably an Is It deck of some kind. We're seeing it, Pedamander, Shock, things like that. Red, blue, so the colours work, so yeah, probably Is It. Which is what I was thinking we might play next, or the mill deck, which is... Honestly, I'm probably thinking it does better than it does, but it is really fun to play. And that's kind of... That should be a focus, generally speaking. Should be to enjoy yourself. Okay. Child course, yeah, we're versing an Is It deck. That's fine. And we're not flooded this time, either, which is also nice. Okay. And we're getting ahead on this damage curve. They have card draw advantage, but we have board advantage, so we're currently holding tempo advantage, but there's a bit of black mixed in. Okay. Maybe the circus dudes. Okay. Black, red. I was about to say, so you better tap 3 colours. There's not many tricolours in circulation at the moment. Well, I can't think of any. Surveil 2, then draw a card. Cool. If he wants to cycle out his own cards, I'll be quite happy with that. Okay. How is everyone's evening going anyway? Let us know if you've been trying any new decks. Maybe you found something that you haven't played in a while, but you've been really enjoying. Merfolk's kind of the newer thing for me. My fiance, Tempest Noir, has been playing it. And I was looking at her deck list and then realised that I'd probably really enjoy playing that. So I decided to go ahead and build one. It's been a lot more successful than I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd buy them, maybe push into Platinum with it, and then like Plat 4-ish, it'd peter out and I'd go back to playing Is It, or Is It Dimmic, Simic deck, or maybe even a mill, black blue. But no, it's been averaging anywhere from 80 to 85% win rate. Had a run as high as 91%. Okay, so this is to a degree at least, an Is It deck. Looks like he's just splashed some black in, just for some surveil cards and things. Okay, so he's playing more defensive now, which is perfectly fine. Let's tap these 3. Sorry for that horribly scratchy noise there. Cool. So next time we can hit for 5 minimum. But if it's not a risk to us, we can also tap all 5 and give them 1/1 counters, and Herald of the Secret Stream will ensure they're not blockable. So that'd net us a nice 10 damage, plus the 5 arrow, so 15 damage, so an overkill of 9. So that gives us 9 of buffer room to account for heals, creatures being killed, things like that. Okay, we're going to opt. Yeah, just spells this cost so far. Come on, man. Never understood people that take a while with their turn, because it's something you should be thinking about pretty consistently. If he swings, we're going to have to be careful next turn. But if he doesn't swing, we can probably get away with tapping everything. Deeproot Waters. I'm going to attack with anything. End our turn, we'll see what he wants to start doing. And we'll tap all 5 by the end of the turn. Bit more mana. Which lets us know with how minimal he's been playing, there's a chance he's flooded. I wouldn't bet on it, but it's worth bearing in mind. I'm far too tired to be doing this, but I feel really bad that we missed so many episodes. But job hunting, kids, life in general will tend to put you in that position. He's going to take that guy though, but that's fine, he's tapped now, he can't swing with it or anything. We've got a pretty big swing we can start making next turn. Cool. That is good game. May have a shock or something you can play, get rid of our Jade Bearer, but with only 1 blue or 1 red, he doesn't have anything that can really prevent this happening. Like, even creatures with vigilance get affected by this. So, like, it happens. That was a lucky draw on our behalf. Like, a well-designed deck, definitely, but still a lucky draw. He could have definitely won that match. Like, he did everything perfectly. Cool. So look, thanks so much for being understanding about us missing so many episodes, and bearing with us as we do these catch-ups. So we'll probably be aiming for those, as I mentioned, 2 episodes a day, rather than the usual 1. About half an hour in length still. And let us know if you want us to do any of these, you know, special modes that are going on. So our drafts, the pauper, which from memory is a bit of a weird one. Yeah, so only commons. It's a bit odd, not really my normal cup of tea, but something we can definitely look at doing. Theory crafting. Oh, excuse me. So theory crafting and brewing is something that I really enjoy doing, so by all means, if you think that the best thing for us to do would be to go ahead and jump into a draft, we can certainly do that, and let us know if there's a particular time you think would be great if you want to jump in on the live stream, or, you know, let us know is there particular days you think would be best for these videos to go up. At the moment, we're on catch-up schedule, but after that it'll be every 2 days. I'm going to aim to get an episode out, either going ahead and doing some of this Road to Mythic, or if, you know, there hasn't been a lot happening, we've already hit Mythic and we've done our video and climbing it, I may go ahead and do a deck breakdown or meta-analysis videos, and we'll be doing the odd, you know, Minecraft, Destiny, Warframe content that you'll be seeing in the coming weeks as well. So, as usual guys, like, subscribe, dislike, let us know why you didn't like it, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.